Find m if sum and product of the roots of the following equations is equal to the given number lambda. The point which is noticeable over here is that both sum of roots and product of roots both are equal to a given number lambda. That is, they both are equal to the same number. So definitely both will be equal to each other. By the transitive property of real numbers, we can say that if the sum of roots is equal to lambda same as the product of roots, so both will be equal to each other since both are equal to the same number. The equation given to us is 2m plus 3x square plus 7m minus 5 plus 3m minus 10 is equal to 0. We start with the comparison and get the values of a as 2m plus 3, b as 7m minus 5 and c is equal to 3m minus 10. Let alpha beta be the roots of the given equation, then sum of roots will be alpha plus beta, and from formula point of view it is equal to minus b by a. So putting the values of b and a in this relation, we just get minus bracket 7m minus 5 whole divided by 2m plus 3. Similarly, we will find out the product of roots alpha beta as c divided by a, which will be equal to 3m minus 10 whole divided by 2m plus 3. Now the condition given to us is sum of roots is equal to lambda and product of roots is equal to lambda. Since both are equal to the same number lambda, so both should be equal to each other. That is, sum of roots is equal to product of roots. In the very next step, we will put the values of sum of roots and product of roots in the obtained equation. That is, sum of roots is equal to product of roots. So it will be minus bracket 7m minus 5 whole divided by 2m plus 3 is equal to 3m minus 10 whole divided by 2m plus 3. While multiplying 2m plus 3, we just get minus bracket 7m minus 5 is equal to 3m minus 10. While multiplying the negative sign to the terms inside the bracket, we just get minus 7m plus 5 is equal to 3m minus 10. Shifting 3m towards the left hand side and 5 towards the right hand side, we just get minus 7m minus 3m is equal to minus 10 minus 5. While adding both the terms, we just get minus 10m is equal to minus 15. While dividing minus 10 on both sides, we just get m is equal to 3 by 2. So the value of m is 3 by 2. Next is symmetric functions of the roots of a quadratic equation. Now we will discuss what are the symmetric functions of the roots of the quadratic equation with the help of the following definition. Symmetric functions are those functions in which the roots involved are such that the value of the expressions involving them remain unaltered when the roots are interchanged. Here, symmetric functions are those functions in which if we interchange the places of alpha and beta, that is, if we have alpha plus beta, we write it as beta plus alpha, won't affect the resultant term. So for example, if function containing alpha beta is equal to alpha square plus beta square, then the function containing beta alpha will be equal to beta square plus alpha square. Since we know that the addition is commutative one, it obeys the commutative property. So if alpha square plus beta square is, for example, equal to 25, then similarly beta square plus alpha square will also be equal to 25. So interchanging the positions of alpha and beta won't affect the resultant term or won't affect the sum of the two roots alpha square and beta square. Since alpha square plus beta square is equal to beta square plus alpha square, so function containing alpha beta and the function containing beta alpha, that is, if we write alpha first or if we write beta first, it just won't affect the result of the addition of these two roots. So with the symmetric functions definition, we just start our exercise 2.4. Since the functions to be solved or to be found out in this exercise are the symmetric functions, and the first thing which we will have to keep our mind is written over here in the form of note. That is, the formula to be used in this exercise is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. All of you know that the formula of a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. If we shift this 2ab towards the left hand side, we will just get a plus b whole square minus 2ab is equal to a square plus b square. So in this exercise we will have the sums in which such form of alpha and beta would be given to us, that is, they would be in the form of alpha square plus beta square, and we will have to replace them by this one, a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So this is the main thing which we will have to keep in our mind. Then whenever we will have to find out the value of alpha square plus beta square, we will replace it by this expression, that is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. Now question number 1 of exercise 2.4 is, if alpha beta are the roots of the equation x square plus px plus q is equal to 0, then evaluate number 2. Since part 1 will be done by you as a home assignment, so we are going to solve part 2 over here, and in part 2 we are given alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube. Obviously this given function is the symmetric one. If we write alpha beta cube first or if we write alpha cube beta first, it just won't affect the result of the given expression. So let's start solving or evaluating the given expression. The equation given to us is x square plus px plus q is equal to 0. So we will compare it with the standard form of the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and we will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to p, and c is equal to q. Let alpha beta be the roots of the given equation. So we will find out the sum of roots as minus b by a. While putting the values of b and a, we get minus p by 1 is equal to minus p. Similarly, we will find out the product of roots alpha beta is equal to c by a. While putting the values of c and a, we get q by 1 is equal to q. Now, with the help of this alpha plus beta and this alpha beta, we are going to evaluate alpha cube plus beta cube, alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube. Now we know that alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube can be simplified by taking out the common factor, that is alpha beta. So taking out the common factor alpha beta out of these two terms, we will be left inside the bracket with alpha square plus beta square. So we have alpha beta into alpha square plus beta square. One thing which you will have to keep in your mind is, in these sums, with the help of the equation, you will just find out the value of the sum of roots and the product of roots, which you have already done in so many sums. Now you will do the same. You will find out the values of sum of roots and product of roots, and then will utilize these values to find out the values of the given expression. Like here we are going to find out the value of alpha beta into alpha square plus beta square by using these two values. Here we have alpha beta, we can replace it by q, but first we will solve this alpha square plus beta square, that is, we are going to replace it by the formula which we have just discussed. That is, we will replace alpha square plus beta square by alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Now we have the value of alpha beta, that is p. and we have the value of alpha beta, that is q. So we are just going to replace alpha plus beta and alpha beta by the values which we just obtained by finding the sum of roots and the product of roots. So putting the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, we just get q into p square minus 2q. So alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube is equal to q into p square minus 2q.